1 2 1 2, and can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and
Can we boost Shuby? 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2, and
Yep, 1 2. Is this better? Good.
yeah, you might need just to push it a bit, mate. No, you'll
speak
pop
up a bit.
Yeah, just speak up a
Yeah,
bit.
we'll get it going.
Be a bit more
There we go.
assertive. And welcome to Perth Hockey Stadium, round 15 of Men's Premier League action. Tonight it's Curtin University taking on the Westside Wolves. As I say, it's round 14. Curtin have been struggling as we come into this game. This is all, of course, still part of NAIDOC week as Grant Schubert joins me. Shuby, fantastic to have you here. Olympic gold medalist from that fantastic campaign in Athens. That was a big night, wasn't it?
Yeah, seems like it was a long time ago now too. It was a very good night though, yes.
Yeah, my hair was brown back then. Mate, great to have you here. These two teams, Curtin University really struggling, 10th on the ladder at the moment. They've only had 3 wins from 14 games. Wolves in 4th, they've had 8 wins and 3 draws. There are the results from the last round. And Reds got revenge on Wolves with a 5-3 win after an upset loss to them earlier in the season. And Wasps thumped Curtin University, our other team here tonight, by 4 goals to 1. So Curtin have played 14. They've won 3. You really want to be doing better than that. There you see the live ladder. Westside Wolves in 4th position. The goal difference for Curtin University is something quite astounding.
Yeah, minus 41 goals there. They're really going to have to tighten up the screws here tonight against the Wolves. So it's going to be interesting to see how they play defensively, but they're going to really need to tighten up.
And we've got some key players missing from their respective squads tonight. The Australian men's team, of course, are away at the moment. So for Curtin University, they're missing Dylan Martin and Kai Willett. They've still got some real strength in that team, though. Yeah,
look, it's going to be... I think a good opportunities for these younger guys to really stand up and fill those spots with those senior guys away. So it's really important that they do take up those roles.
On that left-hand column, 2/3 of the way down, Xavi Esmanjol. This guy's played youth for France. He's played in Belgium. I think he's played in the UK. At least 2 other clubs were trying to get him here this year. Curtin pulled it off, they've got him. It's a matter of how much they can make out of him. And then on the other column, just above him, at his line, you've got Lucas Plocci, another former international, junior international for Belgium, and a really efficient penalty corner taker. They haven't been able to get the best out of those 2 guys. Maybe it's the way they've set up. We'll see whether they can improve that tonight. Whereas for Westside Wolves, they're missing 4. Daniel Beale, Jake Harvey on national duty. They've gone away with the Australian and Australian A teams to Europe. They're missing their captain, Simon Benetti, who's under health and safety protocols. We all know what that means, COVID. Will Bias is on holiday in the UK, and a 5th one missing as well, and that's Zach Boggio, who's simply taking some leave. So that might bring Wolves back to the pack a bit tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. As we sort of mentioned before, there's a lot of those star players that are missing. So it's going to be really important that these young Wolves really step up to the plate and keep the pressure, I suppose, on the Curtin University goalkeepers.
So let's go down and see what's happening boundary side with Nick Neary. Evening, Nick.
Evening, boys. Yeah, it is a nice balmy 12 degrees here this evening. Starting to get wanting to put the jacket on. I was wondering if you were going to throw to me or not. It's getting a little bit cold. Just a couple of things I was noticing throughout the warm-up. Murray for Westside Wolves, he went through the stick bag for about 5 or 6 minutes. He had 6, 7, 8 sticks in there, was taking a while to select them. Not sure what's going on in his head, but he was certain that in the one that he selected. But as you were saying before, Isaac Temby and his boys at Curtin, it's a big night for them. They're obviously down 10th, 11th, 12th on the ladder. They've started to really rack up goals against. But with these important outs, it's going to be a big night for them to make this one close. Back to you.
Thanks very much, Nick. So Westside Wolves have won this competition 4 times in the last 20-odd years. They had a decent run, 1997, 98, and then consecutive premierships in 2000 and 2001. Curtin, I should say. Very different story the last 5 years. 9th, 12th, 10th, 10th, 12th. That hurts.
Yeah, it has, and they've, I suppose, been really. It's been tough for them to keep those high quality players at the club. So, you know, they really need the juniors that are around now to really step up. You know, keep them part of the squad so it can continue for further on down the track. And
Wolves last won this title in 1989. A long time between celebrations for Wolves. Of course, in their previous guise as cricketers, they were one of the top clubs in the state for a long, long time.
Yeah, and they were even, you know, my area in the early 2000s, they were very good as well. So probably pretty unlucky not to win a few premierships through those years either.
So the team's making their way out. Our umpires tonight, Riley Sumington and Reece Young. Reece Young will be on the near side and is mic'd up for us here tonight. Curtin boys getting their final instructions from Nick Budgeon. Wolves are there ready for the pushback. It looks as if they're going to start with the ball tonight. So just waiting for the umpires to be ready. Wolves it'll be to push back.
Just a quick change late there, boys, as well. Henry Croft in 2, not the 1.
Thanks, mate. So Croft it'll be to push back, get us underway tonight. These two teams, Curtin University in the darker strip, Wolves in the red and grey, attacking the goal to the left of screen and with first use of the ball. Alex Rippey brings it in from the side. Tom Harvey at the back, prolific goal scorer. Of course, the team missing his brother, Jake Harvey, an even more prolific goal scorer for them. Wolves have scored 43, conceded 34 in their 14 games. Vastly different story for Curtin Uni. They've scored 24 and conceded 65. Do you mind? There's a free hit just outside the circle. Go Wolves' way. Oscar Charlesworth taking the free hit, son of the legendary Rick Charlesworth. Croft did okay. Gee, there was a chance. Just out of reach of the attacker as Curtin able to ease the ball out towards the sideline. Yeah, well done. Very well done by Isaac Temby.
Yeah, it's just a little upright there in the circle there by Patrick Andrews, sorry. Just need to be a little bit lower in the circle, get those spillages to put him in the back of the net.
Really good distribution up until that point. Commentators curse.
Yeah. We gave them time. I think it's going to be really important tonight for Curtin University to really hold the ball. You know, try and limit Wolves' opportunity in front of the net. So the more that they can pass this ball around, everyone get a touch on a reasonably cold night here. It's going to be very important.
Temby again, club captain for Curtin. Jordan Edmonds walks into trouble, good enough to walk out of it. Nicely done. Advantage paid. Kyle Pinto. Lucas Plocky, the Belgian, looking for a deflection. Oh, tell you what, not far away. That's great vision, isn't it?
Yeah, great opportunity there for Reece Angwin. Didn't quite get the last touch. It must have been a little deflection there by one of the Wolves player, hitting the ball into the circle, but great cross there, you can see. So close. Reece sliding there, but not quite being able to get the touch.
Xavi Esmanjol, the French international, French youth international, I should say. Give him his correct title. Runs out off the stick of Tom Keating. Temby, long way forward. He looked for the free hit and wasn't able to get it. Umpire Reece Young, right on the spot.
Just another jersey change, boys. Lockie Kane in 29, not 20.
Thank you, Nick.
Great ball.
Oscar Charlesworth with the distribution. And again, that's their second opportunity in front of an open goal. Adrian Basta that time.
Yeah, same thing you see here. Great attacking opportunity, gets his head up. Great cross pass ball there. But we can see just upright a little bit. Probably just needs to stay low on the ground.
And control it.
Yep, just far too upright. So just needs a bit more of a wider base there so he can slap the ball into the goals instead of being upright.
Tom Harvey's long throw over the top, finds its way into the circle, but not with the original intent. It's a loose ball. Patrick Basta. Brother Adrian. Sam Rowe. Armin O'Brien. James Bonetti and Tom Harvey once more. Back to where we started. Happens a lot, doesn't it? Bryan again, Armin O'Brien. Leaves it for Basta. And again, reset.
Yeah, Wolves really controlling the ball here. You can see the defenders being able to make those passes from the halfway line. So they're going to really need to step out here. Otherwise, you're going to be under so much pressure as this half goes on.
Alistair Murray. Tim Wallace. Mark Pike. One of the veterans of the competition, Mark Pike.
I tell you what, Christo, I was looking at some of these names and their birth dates, and
you need to go back out there, do you?
Well, I was just too worried about the cold tonight, let alone their ages. I think some of them weren't even born when we won our gold medal at the Olympics, which made me worry just a little bit.
And at the other end, you've got the likes of Murray McIntyre at Wasps.
Well, he's just a freak, that guy.
Who plays in the same team as his son.
He's doing a LeBron James, I think he wanted to do. He's a very good player for his age.
We called one of his games this year, and he's still got the spatial awareness and the common sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so incredibly fit. The guy we're talking about, folks, is 47, rising 48, and has played something like 600 games.
Yeah, and still runs around like a 20-year-old. Probably not quite as fast, but like you said, that awareness is just...
it's invaluable, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Armin Bryan. Once again, Tom Harvey, who seems to be the architect. Nicely brought down.
Well played.
Neatly done. Harvey Esmondel. This is where they just need to hold the ball for a while, isn't it?
Yeah, just hold possession, just get a feel for it, make the Wolves do the work a little bit more, make them chase the ball, and then those gaps will open up. You don't want to attack too much.
Lucas Pocky, great awareness. Just delayed a little too long, Mark Pike. Kane. Lockie Kane wins the ball at the side. James Bonetti there to take it on the centre line. Tom Keating. Alex Rippey. Forward to nobody in particular. Easy cutout in the end for Tom Baxter. Kyle Pinto. A little bit of 3D trickery. Looking forward for Luke Checker. Dispossessed. Well worked out. Elliot Barton. Adrian Baster again. Oscar Charlesworth. Charlesworth once more. Barton. Plocky, Lucas Plocky. Dangerous ball. Wolves get another chance to reset just inside the attacking quarter. And that comes to naught.
I think it's going to be really important for the Wolves to really spread going forward. I think we'll find that Curtin University really sort of pull back and you know, crowd that circle area. So it's going to be really important for them to, you know, stretch as strikers, make sure that they great trap there on the reverse there by Reece England.
Oh. That's body strength, isn't it? Wanted the free hit, but Mark Pike didn't get it.
Unlucky.
Wasn't terribly happy about it. Reece England, of course, not Mark Pike. We'll get that right. He's not going to die wondering, Reece, is he?
No, he's always been a fighter. Yeah, absolutely.
He scored some goals too.
He's scored some crackers. Great speed.
Croft. Chance here. Just thumped away off the mitt of Henry Chambers.
Yeah, it's a great move inside there. Good actually lead in behind there, the defence. Just a missed time there. It's probably lucky it wasn't dangerous there to begin with. But short corner for Wolves. First opportunity.
First of the game. So Patrick Andrew or Alex Rippey. Andrew. Probably looking for the deflection from the injector.
Yeah, look, it was just wide, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Be good to see the replay to see if anyone was getting there on the left post. Probably want to put it just inside that post, so if it does miss like it did,
it's still
it
going.
actually goes in. Yeah, absolutely.
There's Pike. There's Alex Rippey again. Still Rippey. Andrew. Once again, Wolves in possession just outside the attacking circle. Working for the free hit was Adrian Basta. Didn't work.
Yeah, it was a great pass there. Great work along the baseline. Good four-stick drag.
Angwin thinks about going over the top. Opts to leave it instead. Tony Ziegler does the same. Quick return. Free hit outside. So this ball has to move 5 metres before it can be played into the circle. There's your 5. Armin Bryan, what can he do from there? Lucas Pocky loves to be able to run in space. Dispossessed. And the claim there from Elliot Barton that Pocky was shielding the ball with his stick. Really hard to umpire that. Here's a break. Croft. Henry Croft threw it too far ahead of himself. So inside 30 seconds to quarter time. Rippey. Yeah, well read. Very, very well read, Cooper Stevens. And that'll do us. Quarter time. That was brilliantly done by Cooper Stevens, though, because he avoided the inference of dangerous play. He got there quickly enough.
Yep, he got to the ball first, and it was good that he got a touch on as well. Obviously, knock it over the sideline with only 15 or so seconds to go.
So a scoreless first quarter. As the players come in to get a briefing, a rev up, motivational talk, any of the above.
Usually get one of them.
Or all three, depending on where you sit.
Look, I think the Wolves will be very happy with how they played that, first quarter. Although they didn't get a goal on the board, I think they stretched really well.
Ed Walsh talking to his charges on the right of screen, furthest away from camera. Scotty Goodhart, who in the last month or two, I think, has stepped in as acting coach for both the men's and the women's teams.
Someone with obviously a great deal of experience on his head as well. Obviously seen many years of hockey, so great person to have around the club.
Lucas Blocky with the headband there. Goalkeeper Henry Chambers with the orange top. The man they're listening to is Nick Budgeon, just out of picture. So just a 2-minute break at quarter time and three-quarter time. 5 minutes at half time. Hockey, of course, was for many, many years played as 2 35-minute halves. In some grades here it still is. But the elite competitions are all 4 15-minute quarters now with time out for penalty corners. 40-second time out. And interestingly, the overall length of games hasn't changed. It's still around 88 minutes.
Yeah, I suppose with the timing and all that sort of stuff, yeah, in between with the corners,
Yep.
you know, stopping the play. Through our years, it just would keep rolling, so.
Let's go down to the sideline. Nick, what have you got?
Yeah, just 2 points from the coach coming out of the Curtin camp. They really want to stop Westside Wolves cutting inside. They don't want to press them too hard to the sideline. Make sure they stay down the wing and really put that pressure on them to make that big pass.
See if they can keep them out wide then. Murray. Alex Rippey. Murray once more with space. Happy to go wide. Will do what the opposition want. Tom Keating threw it forward. Patrick Baster kind of left it behind, sadly. Lucas Blocky. Loose ball in the circle. Gee. Turned and shot fairly quickly, Henry Croft, didn't he?
Yeah, look, it was a great turn here. Kept the ball right on his stick. Great play, quick ball in. You can see here, keeps it on. Good little touch.
Blocky it was.
Yeah, Blocky just got that little.
Sorry,
touch
it was.
on
Yeah, it was Blocky.
Yep.
Yeah. He's everywhere. He's everywhere.
Well played.
Curtin themselves going wide now. Esmond Joe, that's not a great ball. It's going to come straight back at them. You heard the call straight away, straight away. Jordan Edmonds. Henry Croft. Needed a cool trap and got it from Blocky again.
Yeah, just put one just outside. Beautiful. Good job, mate.
The voice of umpire Reece Young. Lockie Kane. Corner ball. So again, the ball can't be played directly into the circle. Nobody there.
But once again, Christo, we can see that the Wolves are really stretching the field here. They're getting players to the back line. It's a bit hard to see on camera when they've got the ball working around their defensive 75 that they've got a full stretch on the field. What's going to be important from that is that they actually really pass the ball really quickly to make use of those spaces.
Tom Keating. Elliot Barton. Tom Harvey. Adding a bit of pace to the equation. Earns the free hit on the centre line. Harvey once more. Croft again. Into Blocky. Free hit just outside the circle. Rippey. Good turn. Murray. Oh, great. That's a terrific turn and finish again from Henry Croft. Have a look at this.
He teed it up. Oh. Just probably didn't quite get the purchase that he wanted wanted to get onto it, Henry Croft, but
I don't think he wanted to bounce it into the turf, did he?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he got in the right position though, and that's what he's going to have to continue to do. So he's going to cause grief for those Curtin University defenders if they're not marking really tightly on him.
Isaac Temby had it taken away from him. There's a stick check.
Just outside the 5.
Elliot Barton winning the free hit. Harvey outside. Again. Doesn't mind that speculative shot on the turn, does he?
No, he's look, but he's getting away quickly, and I suppose, look, you've got to be lucky, but that's actually a really good shot. Just needs to, it's not just not quite hitting that target at the moment.
So they've had 2 very open chances in front of the goal, and they've had 3 or 4 spec chances like that.
Yeah, they're really starting to put them under the pump here. We can just see just far too many turnovers by Curtin University, you know, in their defensive sort of 75, just on the other side of the halfway line. You just feel something's going to break sometime soon.
So last time these 2 teams met, which was in round 3 of the season, Wolves won by 3 goals to 1. Temby again. Only as far as Harvey. Faced down by Kyle Pinto, just ran away from him. Oh, nice touch. Really good touch, Charlesworth. And this time he's looking for Patrick Andrew.
Pretty tough trap, that one, on the reverse stick, running away sort of from the goal in, and it was bouncy ball. They're always really tough to trap.
Clocky. Wolves have started pressing a bit harder now.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they can smell blood. They can see they're getting the chances, so pushing up much higher.
Andrew. First time attempt has gone wide.
Lockie Kane there, just in the circle, got to a good spot. Just once again wide of Henry Chambers there. He'd be happy they're not hitting the goals.
Yeah.
He hasn't really had to make too many saves with his pads at the moment. They've all been wide of the net.
Just that one with the glove.
Yeah.
Or the mitt.
Yes.
Oscar Charlesworth. James Bonetti. That'll go for a corner.
No, balls to a hold,
Last off the stick of Mitchell Jones.
Yeah, good there, good there.
Murray.
How's there?
Patrick Andrew. Yeah, well done by Pocky. Saw the space. Still Wolves press. And it's worked again. Charlesworth, Murray. Good tackle, Pocky once more. Rides the challenge, looks up. Doesn't see much in the way of support. Unable to get it past James Bonetti. And again, Murray sets up from midfield. Well, Curtin there, there's a Traditional third man, third person, I should say, obstruction. Just obstruction these days, isn't it?
Don't mind one of those old school calls. We just see here, though, a little bit scrappy. Probably just lacking that little bit of polish that those Aussie guys would bring around the table. So, you know, I think the coaches would really want them to, you know, tidy that up so they can get some nice, clean possession, hold on to the ball. And
some of that, of course, is the pressure that Wolves are putting on them, isn't it?
Yep, absolutely. I think we used to talk a lot about running into space. I think a lot of the Curtin players at the moment are sort of running into the Wolves players and therefore making those turnovers. Opportunity here.
Desmond Joe. Probably needed just a little bit more, didn't it? Patrick Basta.
I'll just follow the ball, Reece.
Temby.
No, I saw him stationary when he passed, and then I didn't see anything after that.
Umpire Reece Young having a chat with Reece Angwin, who still doesn't know why he didn't get a free hit in that last play in the
glad there was no
attacking
microphones around when I was around, Christo.
Mate, the umps didn't need microphones. We could hear you from the stands. Yeah, well done. Calm under pressure, Luke Scray. Armin Bryan. Adrian Basta. Harvey once more. Challenge
Up a couple, Tom, but not far.
on Sam Rowe by Esmond Joe. Free hit goes Wolves' way. Tried to disguise that hit, didn't do it well enough. Away they come again, Angwin. Oh, missed Pinto by a good couple of metres.
You got an open play here, Butter. Be resetting.
Patrick Andrew, or Patrick Basta, I should say. Charles Worth. No penalty corner, as much as Adrian Basta wanted one.
Yeah, he was trying to win the corner there. Probably just need to be a little bit more secure on the ball. Pull that bag back and control.
Beautifully weighted. Penalty corner one. Exactly what they were after. And well done by Tom Keating.
Yeah, well played there by Tom. He sort of just held and then made a quick movement there down the right wing. You can see he had good control and then just controlled it here. You can see stick check there.
And a second.
And I think the second
just
one,
for good
just
measure.
to make sure of it, was just on the foot. Just got Temby on the foot there. So great control. Just that little bit of extra composure on the ball.
So once again, Alistair Murray goes to the baseline to inject. A couple of options at the top, two castles there. Tom Harvey or Patrick Andrew. Harvey again. Saved on the line. Sounded like stick, didn't it?
Yeah, great save
Mitch
there
Jones.
by Mitch Jones. Sounded like right in the middle of the bat. You can see, great trap. It's actually a really good flick. Straight in the middle of the bat.
Oh, Adrian Baster's given it up. Tony Ziegler.
16.
Looking for a deflection, just didn't get one that time. The target was Luke Checker, couldn't get a stick on it.
Yeah, good pressure there by Mark Pike as well. Got the turnover.
Temby. Nicely done. Free hit off the foot of Oscar Charlesworth. Lockie once more.
Better stretch here though by Curtin. They've got a couple of their strikers on the 25. So hopefully that's creating a few more spaces in the midfield.
Lockie Kane. Spills to Jordan Edmonds. And again it spills this time. Lockie Kane again surrounded. Wins the free hit just outside the circle.
Elliot, where you are! Where Bardo is exact!
It's deflected off a Wolves foot.
Yeah, just a bit high there, I think. And that's half time.
There we go. The umpire's whistle went before the siren did, which is unusual, but we'll take it. A scoreless first half, certainly an eventful first half. So not everybody happy with the way the game's being officiated. That's not new, is it?
No. They've officiated well though, I think. There hasn't been too many harsh calls. You can see here just a free.
That was Lockie Kane's effort.
Played the ball here. And I think it was just slightly lifted. Not really that high, but
He actually touched his leg, so I'm saying he thought it came off a foot. Either way, it's half time, it's scoreless. Let's go down to the sideline. Nick?
Yeah, here with the skipper, Isaac. A lot of pressure being absorbed by you guys in the first half. We heard at the quarter-time break you guys talking about keeping that pressure up the sideline. Do you feel that plan's working now?
Absolutely, just doing a lot of scrambling. Hopefully we can take a couple of opportunities, but we just got to block up the centre.
From there into the second half, obviously defending's all well and good, but you can't hold out forever. You're going to have to score a goal at some point. Where's the transition start to come from?
Yeah, I think we've been create a bit more space, get a bit more distance, maybe a few overheads, a few cross balls. But yeah, maybe we'll have to look for some long balls, I think. But pretty happy.
Back yourself in for it?
Yeah, we're going to win this one.
Beautiful. Cheers, Isaac. Back to you, boys.
I like that. We're going to win.
we're going to win it.
Dear, good on you, Nick. Thanks so much for that. We'll come back for the start of the second half. It's Curtin University versus Westside Wolves. 0-0 at the major break. Welcome back. The second half about to get underway after a scoreless first 2 quarters. Curtin University getting us underway with the pushback, attacking the goal to the left of screen. Westside Wolves in the lighter strip, attacking the goal to the right. Wolves came into this game in 4th position on the ladder. Curtin University in 10th. Joining me, Dave Christensen, once again, Grant Schubert, 2004 Olympic gold medalist with the Kookaburras, and lots of other wins. That's just the big one.
Yeah, we could chuck a couple in there.
Wolves had by far the better of the first half in this game. Curtin really do need just to turn it up a little, hold control a lot more than they did during the first half. Patrick Baster for Wolves, cleverly. Ball across and deflected in. Great finish. It's Patrick Andrew who scores the opening goal of the game.
And we can see just sitting on the back post there. First opportunity here in the second half. Good to see that Wolves got, well, the coaches, Edward Welch, would be happy that they've got one in early here in the second half, because they had plenty of chances there in the first half. Andrew Patrick on the far post, just knocking that one in.
Poacher's goal.
Yeah, well, look, it was tough too because it was bouncing. You know,
yep.
Just lifted that ball, just, what was it, probably half a foot off the ground, made it hard for the defenders, puts them under pressure. You either get a missed trap, hits the foot, but was able to get the whole way through, and good finish.
Lucas Blocky promised a lot during the first half. Xavi Esmonjo, the Frenchman. Good strong defence at the back by Alex Rippey. Had a good first half too, Rippey.
Yeah, he did. He was everywhere. He was very solid there at the back. Made plenty of intercepts. Bit unlucky there for Reese. He'll be a little bit disappointed that he didn't make a good clean trap on that one. I think he would have swung around on his four-stick and had a quick go.
Look at that outlet from Tom Harvey.
Correct.
How good's that?
Good receive as well.
As an old colleague of mine would say, centimetre perfect. Throw over the top by Tom Keating. Making good use of that aerial now. Wolves. Alistair Murray. Harvey to reset. Tom Harvey. A wild swing by Henry Croft, judged dangerous by the umpire.
He tried to get a quick shot away. It was a good first trap, but probably just needs to be that close to the baseline. Just pull it around on the foot, win a corner.
Oscar Charlesworth. Lovely touch. Patrick Baster. We'll get it again at the side. Charlesworth, no real power on it, but dangerous nonetheless. Umpire's seen a foul. Wolves don't agree. Matters not. He's not going to change his mind.
Yeah, umpire's calling lifted there, so interesting call because the ball was actually in front of him, so probably a little bit unlucky, but live another day.
Lucas Blocky has Isaac Temby to his left, opts to run through the middle. That's dangerous. Alistair Murray, timely intervention. Still it's not clear, and Murray gets the second chance and makes them pay.
Yeah, made that first intercept there. Dangerous run through the middle. Another intercept there, and makes no mistake putting this one in the back of the net. I think it actually went through the keeper's legs.
So 2 goals in 3 minutes.
Pretty hard for Henry Chambers there from a a shot that's only a few metres away from him to get any sort of purchase on there.
You don't blame goalkeepers for those.
No, that's right.
It's the inability to get the ball clear after you've made the intercept.
Yeah, I think it was actually Lucas Plocky was trying to run the ball through the middle, and it's always dangerous.
I think Mitch Jones missed the clearance as well. Well brought down. Murray, the last goal scorer. G protected that well without obstructing. Charlesworth, good ball inside. And he's found a foot, speculative shot.
Great ball there by Oscar Charlesworth. You can see across the run of play and just off the foot.
Lockie Kane got the shot away, or almost got the shot away. So the third penalty corner of the game, and they have all been to Westside Wolves.
All right, push your voice. Look, just there.
So again, work to do for Henry Chambers and his fellow defenders as Murray goes across to inject the ball into this penalty corner situation. Two batteries this time, Tom Keating and Harvey.
Isaac, we're
Tom
good.
Harvey, the two Toms. Harvey once more, charged down. Loose ball spills, Keating once more. Still not clear, they need to get it clear. Mitch Jones did all of that with the defender's face mask on. He needs to get rid of that. The umpire's giving him time to do that. Lockie Kane again. Oh, big push in the back.
Just a little nudge.
Nothing terribly obvious there, Oscar.
I used to cop a fair nudge in my day too. We never got a free hit for it. It's always been like that. The defenders get the ball inside the circle, get a little touch from the strikers.
A little touch.
Yeah, a little touch from the strikers, and that's it. They have a bit of a cry.
You're in real estate these days, aren't you?
That's right.
I'd love to buy a little block off you.
You can, yeah. Plenty of square meterage.
Corner ball. Curtin, they really need to pull one back. Desperately need to pull one back. Can't just keep letting Wolves control this game. Temby. Lucas Plocky runs away from Kane. Didn't distribute well enough, easily picked off by Keating.
Good intent there by Plocky though. He just changed the direction of the ball, made that cut inside, but as you said, just didn't quite get that last pass.
Esmanjol's free hit. Luke Checker should get it at the side. Leaves it instead for Esmanjol. Xavier Esmanjol from France. Harvey, good control, beautifully done. Good touch. It's fallen for Charlesworth. In pursuit is Quinlan Pace. Couldn't get there. Oh! What a finish! What a fantastic finish.
I think it was Lockie Kane in the end.
Yeah.
Makes that lead pass, you can see.
It's all out of his reach. Great stretch.
Great diving finish there. I think he was going to give the cross, and then it just got too far out in front of him, and he adjusted, did it quickly, and put the ball away. Wolves up 3-0 now.
Crazy change to this game. Goals in the 32nd, 35th and 40th minutes. And they're defending pretty well, aren't they, Wolves?
Yeah, they are. They're showing really good composure back there. They're marking up well.
Good connections.
Great pass here down the line, puts it into space.
Patrick Andrew missed his target. Gee, that just set too much of a chase, didn't it, for Luke Checker? He was never in that race. Charlesworth again has been busy in the opening minutes of this second half. Now it's James Bonetti. Croft and the goalkeeper. Croft again! That's clever. Gee, neatly done. He's been dangerous all game, Henry Croft, and finally gets his reward.
Yeah, he's been in there. He's been hunting around the right spots. We can see, use his body to get into a good spot, pops out, and then spin here. Great finish. Control on the ball. Finally got his first goal.
4 goals in 8.5 minutes.
I think we sort of knew it was coming. You know, they had that pressure against Curtin Unity in the first half, and I think we all thought it was just a matter of time. And they've really taken their chances here in the third quarter.
Charvy Esmonjo, Reece Angwin. What can he make of it? Working for the free hit if he could. And bundled over was Jordan Edmonds. Penalty corner goes the way of Curtin Uni.
50-50. 50-50.
It was, yeah, 50-50 at best, I guess.
Last time I was on the line.
Look, it was good movement there. Better passage of play there from Curtin University. Reece Angwin was strong the ball. Probably could have got a stick check.
Aren't you meant to be out there, mate?
Penalty corner earlier.
All right.
And then pushing the back.
The voice you can hear is the non-controlling umpire, Reece Young, just chatting with some of the players on the halfway line. Reece saying, come on guys, what are you waiting for? The clock is stopped. No harm done. Plocky, gee, he got some sting on it, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Plocky just couldn't quite put it on that inside of the post. Just like the first Wolves corner. Curtin exactly the same.
There's Harvey gaining space again. On, he's made it work. Patrick. Can they finish? Oh, great save. Outstanding goalkeeping. Penalty corner for the free hit in that scrimmage, but what a great piece of goalkeeping by Henry Chambers. How on earth did he recover there?
Really scrambled across well there, didn't he?
Brilliant from the young man.
It was almost a 3-on-1 there at the end. He scrambled well, kept the ball out, so did very, very well.
Some credit to Patrick Baster as well, who set up that whole piece of play down the right-hand side after that long overhead from Tom Harvey.
Right. We're good here, boys?
Harvey's gone to the right-hand castle. They go low instead. Give the opportunity to Patrick Andrew, and he goes wide.
A little bit of a switch up at the top there. Tom Harvey stepped out.
I'll be quite happy to go all the way back.
More pressure here by Curtin. They've turned the ball unlucky. Better pressure there by the Curtin strikers though. And I think they'll need to do more of that in the second half if they're really going to have any chance of getting back into this game.
Elliot Barton, stick checked on the way through, advantage paid, well umpired. Lockie Kane again. Nice little ball from Harvey once more. Found Barton, but Barton missed the target. Still they go. Well ridden by Esmond Joe, and where's another one from behind from Barton?
Yeah, great defending there. He was helping back there. Esmond Joe. Oh, good trap.
I know, but you're in straight into him. You can't just barrel him.
Esmond Joe again. Just let it go a little too far ahead of himself. Rippey was there, combining with his fellow defenders to win the free hit. Alex Rippey again. Lockie Kane, forward ball. Lucas Blocky, faced by James Bonetti. Now, next pass is important. That'll do for starters. I think a couple of the strikers were screaming for that to go forward, weren't they?
Yeah, he had plenty of space forward there. Probably could have got the ball and really dialed in on the 45 there to create some angles.
Henry Croft being very clever again, wins the free hit, and again Harvey throws it long and loose. That's got to be a defender's ball, surely.
Surely. Pretty unlucky there. I would have thought there was only a metre or two away from the...
Yeah, under the defender in position.
Absolutely.
There's Croft again. That heavy knee brace on his left leg. Doesn't seem to be affecting his movement though, does it?
He's good. Look how far.
Esmond Joe again. Nicely done. Oh!
Not sure where that one would have went next, but...
well, there was nobody up on the halfway line, was there? So 3 quarters down, and what a difference from the halftime break just 15 minutes ago. Goals in the 32nd, 35th, 40th and 41st minute, and all of a sudden you've got a tear away from the Westside Wolves, 4-0.
Yeah, they really did turn it on in that third quarter there. I think Lockie Kane down the right-hand side there, he was very good at getting the ball in behind, and overheads there by Tom Harvey. I think they really relieved that pressure at the back.
So there was the first one. Just touched in by Patrick Andrew.
Yeah, broke the seal there, got in a good spot.
This is where they should have gotten that ball out, isn't it? Murray got a second chance. I don't think even he was expecting.
Yeah, not at all, but, you know, good finish. They took their opportunities here. I think they only had sort of 4 or 5 shots, but they put 3 of them in.
That's Lockie Kane, who did a really good job, and then this was set up by Henry Croft's really good work. Look at the turn here. Turn, and it's speculative, I know, but gee, it was good.
Yeah, look, he kept the ball on the end of his stick, and I think he probably, you know, was aware that the couple of shots that he had beforehand, he tried to get a quick shot away. Defenders were there to get the stick on the ball, so he kept it on the end of his stick, twisted and turned and put it in the back of the net.
So with the quarter to play, what can Curtin do? The Wolves lads looking very relaxed, as you would, wouldn't you, Patrick Baster and Henry Croft?
That is good.
Umpires happy. We're away. Final quarter. Curtin University with possession, but Westside Wolves quick to pounce, already leading by 4-0. Patrick Andrew. Cooper Stevens jinked it out, but it comes straight back in again.
Hold your spots there, boys. Hold your spots.
Andrew was looking for the penalty corner, didn't find the foot he was seeking. And Wolves get to reset. Around the back they go. Tom Harvey Keating on the right wing. Shouldn't have got to him, but did. Then he kicked it.
You've tapped it forward. Right now, in control.
Mitchell Jones. Reece Angwin. Tom Keating holds him up, loses possession. Cooper Stevens. Angwin once again had it swept away. Stevens again at the side. Jones, Mitch Jones. In tennis, you might call that an unforced error.
Definitely was.
Alistair Murray. He was looking for Henry Croft.
Suppose you can have a go at those ones when you're 4-0 up.
Absolutely.
Give it a crack and see what happens. If it comes off, it looks pretty good.
Hockey, gentle little lift over the top.
Yeah, that's a great little ball on the run like that.
Luke Checker wondering why that free hit wasn't his. They've got the ball anyway. Murray read that too easily. Once again, the Curtin defenders back on their heels. Patrick Andrew. Elliot Barton. Worked for a free hit and got it just outside the circle. Now again, this has to move 5 metres before it can be played in. There's your 5. And just off the foot, was it, of Jordan Edmonds? Just what you don't need. Just what you don't need. First penalty corner of the final quarter is the 5th of the game for Westside Wolves.
Yeah, just those little mistakes you just can't happen when you're under the pump like this. So gives the Wolves another opportunity here.
And again, Alistair Murray will do the injecting, and Patrick Andrew or Tom Harvey at the top of the D. The two castles. Harvey, what's he got? Saved on the line, Mitch Jones. Still they come, Wolves. And again, the goalkeeper, Henry Chambers, equal to that challenge.
Yeah, great flick there by Tom Harvey. In the batting zone there. Another one saved on the line. Into space.
Elliot Barton. Tom Harvey a long way forward. Just out of reach of Henry Croft.
Just a bit of a loose pass there, but we can see the rotations that the Wolves defenders and midfield are doing just to create that space, which is something that we're not seeing from Curtin University. Isaac Temby said that we needed to put pressure on and really spread them. And we sort of really haven't seen that too much, make some long passes. We can see a good one there.
Jordan Edmonds not able to reel it in. Oscar Charlesworth. Alistair Murray, first time touch. Not great. Desmond Show. Tony Ziegler. Works for the free hit and gets it. So it's outside the 23-metre line. It can go direct to the circle from there. Opts not to. Desmond Joe. Faced by 3 Wolves defenders. Opts for the easiest but least effective option.
Yeah, it's a great trap there. And then a solid outlet. You see Tom Harvey running hard off the ball here.
Oh. You can feel the hamstrings, can't you?
I can feel mine. I think I just did both of them, I reckon, and a calf.
That was Lockie Kane. He's not afraid to throw himself forward, though.
Just when those balls are just out of reach.
Oh, turnover again. Croft. Still Croft, stick check. That's almost a card, that one, from Lucas Blocky.
Yeah, probably pretty lucky there. You can see good change of direction, good 3D skills. Just got the ball up and then...
Well, it wasn't Blocky, was it? It was Mitchell Jones.
Really hard to make a tackle in that sort of situation when you're reaching around the attacker. So really well played there.
So 6th penalty corner of the game. You want to be converting 1 and 6, wouldn't you?
It's one that they, I reckon they might go down the keeper's stick side here. They've gone glove side a few times here.
And they've had a couple saved on the line.
Right, yeah. We're good here? Yeah, fine.
Keeper again. Alex Rippey took that one.
Just glove height there, so quite an easy save there by Henry Chambers.
Whoops. Oscar zigged when he might have zagged. Murray. Lockie Kane. Isaac Temby easing it out. Blocky. Pinto. Kyle Pinto. Showed too much, did he? No, gets the free hit. 8.5 minutes to play. Angwin, Reece Angwin. Oh. Just eventually dragged it into his own feet. He's got quick hands, hasn't he, Reece?
Yeah, he does. He's got a. He's not the biggest of fellows, so he can change his direction really quickly. Just that second drag, it just sort of lost control of the ball. But he works all day. He doesn't stop. He's one of those really hard workers and one of those strikers you really need on a team.
Oh. And that is the pressure that a 2-man press can exert. Nobody there.
And then what that tells me, Christo, is that there's not a lot of movement that's happening in the midfield. I mean, there shouldn't be a left half or a left defender that, you know, has to dribble and make that speculative pass back. There's got to be more movement in the midfield to create those gaps. Here we go.
Now a chance. Tom Baxter. What's he got? Desmond Joe inside the circle now.
Well played.
Well done. Desperately wanted the shot. The penalty corner will have to do. Just dissecting the play with Elliot Barton.
Yeah, I think stick check there.
Yeah.
Just reached back around Elliot Barton.
So maybe some work for George McGee to do in the Wolves goal. Hasn't had to do a lot so far today.
No, not too much today.
Lucas Blocky had a penalty corner in the 3rd quarter of the game and whizzed it just past the left-hand post. Plenty of sting, not quite the accuracy. What can he do this time if, in fact, it is Blocky who takes this? It will be. Straight at the keeper. Well cleared by Alistair Murray. Now they're a chance. Barton
Great ball.
So much space here. Mind you, they've delayed and given Curtin plenty of time to get back.
Back at the 25, 25. Where Lucas is.
Umpire calling for it to go back to the 25, which these days is the 23.
I still call it the 25.
And a 16-yard circle. Yeah.
I don't know about the longs these days either.
No free hit. Sounded like there should have been one for Tom Baxter. Temby cleverly out of trouble. Luke Scray. Patrick Andrew did just enough to force the free hit. Croft in a heap of space again. Barton. Well, got it back. Shouldn't have been able to. Now he doesn't. A stick, was it? Sounded like a stick rather than a foot. So play on, says the umpire. Forward we go again for Curtin. What can they manufacture? Baxter and Pike. So it's a free hit just outside the circle. There's a stick check on the way through, or a foot, one of the two. It's just outside the 25. He can go direct here. Top that a bit. Still it falls to Esmond Joe. And the ever reliable Alex Rippey is there to tidy up for Wolves.
Yeah, didn't give him any space or time there. Was right on his back as soon as he made that mistrap and soaked it up.
Giving it up. Right idea, wrong execution. Still they have it. Angwin. Found a foot outside the circle.
Closer. Make sure you're 5, Wolves.
Luke Scray walks away from the free hit. Pocky. Angwin. Those quick hands again. Pushed it too far ahead of himself to get a free hit. Reese is still standing there waiting for the free hit.
I think he thinks it's going to be a long corner, but not to be so.
It's a good way to get a breather though, isn't it?
Just hang out the top. That's where the full press comes in handy, Christo.
It takes some energy though, doesn't it?
It does.
Armin Bryan. Murray. Sam Rowe there for Wolves.
16.
Ball from Adrian Baxter was just a little hot for Lockie Kane.
Yeah, a little tough one there, but I think, look, we can really see tonight that the Wolves are just a little bit more desperate for the ball tonight. They really want it, those 50-50s, great overhead trap there.
Esmond Joe. Javi Esmond Joe, one-handed, then two-handed.
Oh,
great ball control. That is outstanding. The Frenchman earning the penalty corner.
Yeah, he's had a great last quarter here. He's been in and around it the whole game, but this last quarter we can see just great skill. One-handed, something to do a lot of in Europe. And then just really protects the ball. Great skill there.
That second drag left.
Yeah.
From left, rather, to right. Really good.
He's quite upright with his skill, but he seems to have, you know, pretty good control on it.
Luke Checker to inject. Once again, you'd think they'd use Plocky. Yes, great save. George McGeough, well done. That had some sting.
Yeah, great save there by McGeough. You can see, I mean, it was pretty straight in the end. Plenty of body behind the ball, though.
That ball's up off a Wolf stick, so bring it back outside, says the umpire. No penalty corner that time. Little mix up there. Luke Scray sees it sail over the sideline. Forward come the Wolves again. Patrick Baster.
Great trap.
Isaac Temby dispossessed. Baster likewise. Finally, Luke Checker gets it. Clocky gets it back. Look at the pressure from Wolves. Came up off the stick of Patrick Andrews, so the free hit will go Curtin's way.
Look where you are. Look where the guy put it up, still standing. He hasn't moved. Come on. Thank you.
Pike onto the feet of Alistair Murray, taken quickly. Chavi Esmonjo. Oh, great goalkeeper. He didn't know where it was, but he got there.
No, he came out well and denied that first time deflection.
And having Alistair Murray there to clean up made it all that more effective for the defenders.
And they've been able to stem the flow here. I mean, no goals in this fourth quarter. They look like they're going to be under the pump, but they've actually had a fair bit of the ball this last 5-10 minutes of this last quarter. So they've done well, Curtin University, to stem the flow.
Outside 5, yes.
Last 20 seconds of the game. Yep, it's going to be a clean sheet for the Wolves goalkeeper. Had a bit more to do in this last quarter than they did in the first 3. But it's all come too little too late for Curtin. As we count down the clock. Oh, that was almost a 5th in the dying seconds. The umpire saw a free hit just outside. No, just inside, yeah, so it's corner. A penalty corner. So could this be insult to injury?
Yeah, look, I think we saw there, I think there was probably only about 6 seconds to go. We can see here, thought it was a free hit. Play on, and then there's a little deflection here and got on the foot of Tony Zegler.
So run out the clock.
We'll get every Wolves player up to the circle here.
Yep, so we've run out the clock. So the situation here, the penalty corner has to be played out until one of a number of things happen. Another penalty corner is awarded, free hit awarded to the defence. The ball goes out of the circle the second time, because it has to go outside to be trapped, or a goal is scored, or a penalty stroke is awarded. And they've gone the deflection. Oh, beautifully finished. Saved on the line, I should say. And there's another penalty corner.
It's a repeat, guys.
Another penalty corner there, but we can see a deflection here on the left. Not sure who it was that got the touch on it there. Just there, it was a good touch.
Alistair Murray. And then the final save on the line.
Okay, we're good here, boys.
And then just lifted there off the stick, so another corner.
This time they go direct. Keeper kicks it forward. Forward they come again. And another penalty corner.
Obstruction, guys. Obstruction.
Another good save there.
Yeah.
So that first save was Tim Wallace, I think. One of the very few players who actually takes to the pitch wearing spectacles.
I suppose if you got to see, you got to see.
Oh yeah, yeah. Most people go with contacts, though, don't they?
Yeah.
These days. And that's out of the circle, outside the 5-metre line, is it? Yes, it is. It's gone outside the 5-metre line. That's the end of the ball game. So a comprehensive win in the end, and if you look at the number of attacks, meaningful attacks, Wolves simply dominated the game. It was 0-0 at half-time, but they piled on 4 goals in 9 minutes in the third quarter. And that's the way this game has finished. Westside Wolves 4, Curtin University 0.
Yeah, it was a dominant display here tonight by Westside Wolves. You can see just goes outside the 5. You can see the frustration there by Alex Ripley, but a dominant display here by Wolves tonight. Probably would have thought they might have scored a few more goals throughout the whole game, but you know, especially that third term, they piled on 4 goals to come out comfortable winners, and I think deservedly, you know, a 4-0 win.
So the goal scored by Patrick Andrew, by Alistair Murray, by Lockie Kane, and finished off by Henry Croft in the end. All 4 goals scored in the third quarter. Lucas Blocky had 3 attempts from penalty corners. 1 just went wide, 1 was saved, and the third one was charged down. So let's go downstairs and see what the response is on the sidelines. Nick Neary.
Yeah, here with Crofty. It was a hard first half for you guys. They were just really managing to keep you out. What was the conversation between you at half-time on how to actually penetrate their defence?
I think just doing what we were doing, because we're getting a lot of ball, a lot of shots. Just they weren't falling for us, so it was just keep doing what we're doing. Eventually it'll fall, and then, you know, it did. Third quarter, kept getting the ball in the circle, shots away, and, you know, the result was what it was in the end.
Yeah, I saw in the third quarter, very quickly you got the first, then followed by the second and the third. Yeah. Even your goal itself, you were just able to hold the ball inside that D for the moment longer, and then even in your goal, able to just flick back around on the near post. Feel good?
Yeah, good, really good. I mean, I haven't played in a while. 4th game back, feel all right now. Got a couple of goals. I think what it was, I think, you know, half time we were just saying 1-2 seconds in the circle, a bit longer, because I think we were rushing it a bit. You know, I think we trapped it, got the ball away, and then good things happened. But yeah, I feel great, man. Back playing hockey, you know what I mean?
It's tremendous to see you all up and about, and a tremendous win for you and the boys. Well done, very much.
Right. Maddie, if you're watching, what are you saying?
Back to you, boys.
So Henry Croft, who obviously is from Nottingham, plays with the Beeston club in the UK, represented England at under-18 and under-21 level, and showed a lot of that tonight. You do hope that very big brace he had in his knee is not anything serious. It certainly didn't hamper him tonight. So, as we said, Westside Wolves wrapping the game up against Curtin by 4-0. My thanks to Grant Schubert. We'll do it all again real soon. Thanks for your company tonight.